cowardice.
Yeah. Well, that's what's happened with Marks and Spencers, isn't it?
Absolutely.
With their badges.
Yeah.
It's like literally no one has there's no like gender psychologist or clinician that has gone to Marks and Spencers and said, look, love your Colin the Caterpillar, your Percy Pigs are to die for, but your pronouns are frankly rubbish. So sort this out. And that didn't happen. No one's asked for this.
If I was a shareholder in Marks and Spencers, I'd be saying to the big bosses, the food sales do well.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Everything else you sell is failing. Why don't you start looking at better products, higher quality products, better customer services, better prices? And why are you touching pronouns? Because pronouns isn't going to increase your sales. And as a shareholder, I'm not going to make any more money on this. So do your job. And if you don't do your job, we're going to sack the top layer of staff at Marks and Spencers.
And I don't even think any, from what I can gather, stand to be corrected, I don't think any staff asked for this either.
No.
So you've got these, £100,000 a year diversity managers. And what I thought was interesting about that, it was managers plural. There's more than one of them as well that have given this heady task. It's like, well, if I was struggling with clothes sales like M&S have been struggling, I wouldn't be employing this extra raft of management that nobody really needs. But let's bring them on. And they've come up with this initiative. They're
behind the curve. This would have worked and this would have been seen as progressive and wonderful 18 months ago.
Yeah.
But the public have moved on now. And this is seen now as tokenism and just being pathetic, and the people won't have it. And I think their sales are going to reflect that.
Yeah.
Marks and Spencers came up with the George Floyd lingerie line 6-8 months ago. Inspired by the death of George Floyd. And we've got more skin tones now, different shades of browns.
Because somebody complained that the word tobacco, do you remember, a bra was described as tobacco colour.
Tobacco brown, yeah, and they said that was offensive. So
that was offensive. Yeah. And then, of course, what happens, instead of, when somebody complains and says it's offensive, Marks and Spencers should reply to that person and go, thank you for your letter, get in the bin, you're an idiot. But they don't. They go, oh, we're really sorry.
Yeah.
We will learn from our mistakes. And now the non-binary, and what's the other term? Non-binary and gender-neutral groups of people who are not even complaining about this. I don't know, who that particular group are, but that is what they're bringing this in for. Because if you're a trans man or a trans woman, you'd be happy to be a he or a her. So it's not that group.
Yeah.
But if we're in any doubt, next time you go into M&S and you see Barbara, and she's got it on her name badge, it may well say Barbara